Hello, YouTubers. I am Angela Logan, and this is Everyday Shenanigans. Thanks for joining me. It is Hump Day, Wednesday, November 20th, 2019. Warm greetings from the High 10. I will be giving a two-part video. I will do this periodically when I don't have a lot of information to give to you all on a said case. So I'm going to do a two-part news report on this video, and thanks for joining me. The first topic I'd like to talk about is about a young African-American male who was missing in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. He is 10 years old, and his name is Armani O'Neill Hutton, and he was reported missing by the sheriff's office. And just want to let you guys know that Armani O'Neill Hutton of Tuscaloosa, Alabama has been found. He went missing on Tuesday evening around 3:30 p.m. and he was last seen going down Jug Factory Road towards Highway 82 East in the Jerusalem Heights area. But I want you all to know that he has been found. He was found the following day at 4 a.m. on Wednesday. This report is coming from al.com, so if you need verification, please log on to al.com. But know that 10-year-old African-American boy, Armani O'Neill Hutton, has been found and is safely returned. They did not give any information to where he was found and why he was in the said location. There wasn't a location given, but as I said, log on to al.com and they'll give you the information if you need verification for the story. Okay, the next information, sorry about that, reaching over, honey. The next story I want to give you is about Mr. Jussie Smollett. As I stated before, I'm new to the YouTube channel. This is a new channel for me and new to the YouTube family. And in my first videos, I've talked about various subjects, and one of the subjects that I talked about was Mr. Jussie Smollett. So if you need any reference to the storyline that transpired back in the winter, please feel free to go back to my early videos on this channel. Okay, this is the latest update with Mr. Jussie Smollett. It says, and this is from Yahoo Entertainment. Jussie Smollett sues Chicago, says police narrative caused humiliation and emotional distress. Jussie Smollett maintains he was the victim of a racial and homophobic attack in January, and he's alleging malicious prosecution. The former Empire star filed a counterclaim Tuesday in federal court against the city of Chicago, the Unsedario brothers, and multiple police officers, including Superintendent Eddie Johnson. Smollett says the narrative cops pushed that the attack was a hoax, caused him economic harm, humiliation, mental anguish, and extreme emotional distress. The legal move is a response to Chicago's lawsuit, which seeks to recoup over $130,000 of investigative costs. In October, a judge refused to dismiss the lawsuit against Smollett. The Chicago Sun-Times obtained the 49-page document filed by Smollett's legal team. His lawyers claim police wanted the actor prosecuted based on the Unsedario brothers' false, self-serving, and unreliable statements in order to close the investigation into the attack on Mr. Smollett. Smollett's attorneys also argue the city cannot recover costs from the actor because it already accepted $10,000 from him as payment in full in connection with the dismissal of the charges against him. Okay. They note proceedings against Smollett were terminated in Mr. Smollett's favor and in a manner which indicates his innocence because all 16 counts of the criminal indictment were dismissed 2.5 weeks after the indictment was filed. Earlier this year, Smollett was charged with 16 felony counts related to making a false police report. The Cook County State's Attorney's Office abruptly dropped all charges weeks later, a move that stunned Chicago PD. In June, a Chicago judge ordered the appointment of a special prosecutor to investigate the controversial decision. Now, this is a statement from Anthony Guglielmi, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. He says, "We stand firmly behind the work of detectives in investigating the fabricated incident reported by Jussie Smollett. Chicago police will fully cooperate with the court-appointed special prosecutor." Smollett said he was assaulted by two men who poured a bleach-like substance on him, put a noose around his neck, shouted homophobic slurs, and yelled, "This is MAGA country." While he has stated While he has stayed mostly out of the spotlight in recent months, the actor resurfaced on social media to defend himself over the supposed staged attack. With all due respect, brother, y'all can clown me all y'all want, but my story has actually never changed, and I haven't lied about a thing, he wrote while replying to a comment on the Shade Room. Y'all can continue to be misinformed, internalized sheep who believe what actual proven liars feed you, or you can read the actual docs. Either way, I'ma be all right. I know me and what happened. You don't. So carry on. All love. Okay. Now, that is the gist of that. So, as you see, Chicago, my home, is wanting their money back. They are still wanting their money, and as you see, a judge has not dismissed the suit against Mr. Jussie Smollett, and as you see, he is countersuing, I guess, to that this case. He is suing the city of Chicago for stress and humiliation and yah. As I stated in my previous videos, I do believe that this is my opinion. I do believe that the report that was given by Mr. Jussie Smollett on that night was a hoax. I do believe those two brothers were paid. The two Nigerian brothers, or I believe they're Nigerian, but both brothers, I do believe, were paid by Mr. Jussie Smollett, and that's my opinion. I believe that just from things that didn't add up, during the investigation, the footage on of that night of the store that he allegedly went to. I think it was supposed to be a Subway or whatever. That's my personal opinion. Some people differ in opinion. That is fine, but as you see, things have not obviously gone well for Mr. Jussie Smollett, and I suspected that they wouldn't, because let's be frank, people will believe you. There will be some people who will believe what you say has happened in a certain event, and then you'll have those who will be speculative. And I think most people are only speculative when they get evidence that may contradict the version that you gave. Okay? So, he knew of those two brothers. My understanding is that he used one or two of them as trainers. So he does know them. He knows them. Or let's say he knew of them at the time. Okay? So, my understanding also, he met them through the Empire TV show. Or something of that nature. But the point still remains, he knew of them, so it's not like these were some random guys that the police went and found to ask them of their involvement in this situation. I think it was, days and weeks of the police investigating and going through video footage, tongue-tied today, video footage of the said night, and they were getting videos from, I think, a Walgreens where the guys had bought winter wear, which one could say, well, that doesn't mean anything. It is cold in Chicago. It was a very cold night that night when the incident took place. And that was another thing that was brought up a lot of times, is that the weather was so cold in Chicago. It's like, who would even be out on the street, at that time? And most of you know the story. It just seemed suspect to some people. But that's my update. And like I said, I've rendered my opinion on that situation, that I do believe it was a hoax. And now Mr. Jussie Smollett is suing the city of Chicago for humiliation and stress. And the city wants their money. And he feels like he doesn't owe them anything because he paid $10,000 toward recovery or of investigation and yah. So drop your comments below. Let me know what you think of this story, and I will be bringing you more updates to other said stories. And I thank you all for watching and following, and I will let you know when I go live. I don't think it'll be anytime soon, because as I said, I need more adequate devices so everything could be streamlined and be, continuity without any disruptions or blinking or whatever of the devices. But I thank you all for following. I thank you all for reaching out and giving me your commentary. You all are an interesting group of people, because you all As I state, keep me on my toes. And I thank you so very much. Mind yourselves, ladies, when you are out. Mothers, fathers, mind your children. And I thank you guys. And I'm checking out right now from the high 10. Thanks for watching, you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.